Coming up, G.I. Joe Classified Series number 68, COBRA Valkyries, the Officer and Trooper 2-pack. Stick around. What's up and welcome to Crossfire Collectibles. Today's video we'll be unboxing and reviewing the G.I. Joe Classified Series number 68, COBRA Valkyries, Female Trooper and Officer 2-pack. So this has just arrived today. Any pre-orders had shipped out this week, so for me they arrived today, and we're gonna go ahead and get into it. So first we'll go over the front of the box. So G.I. Joe Classified, COBRA Valkyries. Here's the front picture. You know, a little dog in the back. Try to see if there's any Easter eggs. Of course, it looks like a dungeon right here. Cobra above it. You got some torches, some chains. So cool stuff. You got a little piece of art right here showing the officer and the trooper. All the accessories and weapons, gadgets, and everything it comes with. All right, top. So the G.I. Joe Classified Series. Bottom, plastic-free crap. There's a SKU. On the side, you have a Valkyrie 68 and your QR code, as well as here, if I could try to get a good close-up of that to show you guys some stats. Hopefully you can see that. Flip it over to the back. It looks like they are 5.9 inches tall. So you can see that the officer has a bunch of weapons, as well as the trooper. There's some blast effects. A different head you can use over here. So down here, more stats again. I'll make it a little easier to see. And on this side, so there you have it. So it looks like the officer stuff will be gold, or gold or yellow, whatever, tan, beige, khaki, and black for the trooper. Go to this side, 68 G.I. Joe. And the side art, which looks pretty good, actually. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and pop this open. But first, if you're new to the channel, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe for future content. Alright, so we're gonna pop this open. Let's get out the trusty dusty kniff. And we're gonna pop this one from the bottom. I think I normally do these from the top, but it's alright, we're gonna go with the bottom on this one. And then pop this open. See what we're working with here. Get out our accessory pack. COBRA Valkyries, 68, 68, and COBRA logo. We'll do that next. We're gonna do the figures first. So slide them out. Get this box. Pull it back up. Set it off to the side. Alright, so here are your COBRA Valkyries. Wow, they look pretty good. Seeing the officer first, she, I like it. I like it already, just looking at it. The sculpts look great. Here's your trooper over here. Cool stuff. The back art in black and white. Around, you got these little twisties. I'm gonna go ahead and cut those. It'll take too long to unravel them. So what's the point? No reason in unraveling to save, you know, trash. So get these out. So we'll take out the officer first. And get the twisty tie was hung up around her arm, but we got it. So go ahead and get her out first, and we'll review this one. Alright, so yeah, they seem a little short, so yeah, I can understand, but man, they look cool. She looks great. I'll probably bring down a maybe an infantry or a trooper for comparison at the end. First, let's go over her. So we'll go over this head first. You can see, you know, you got the black mask, exactly like the Cobra Island trooper, but of course it's a female head. This is a Caucasian or light-skinned, I guess, character underneath. Looks like blue eyes. Moving down, you got the embossed Cobra symbol on the chest. Here you have the web gear. So you got the top piece that comes over the shoulders, which will be removable, which is awesome. Knife sheath on it. The belt right here with a holster on the side. It's got some ammo mags on the back. Come down, you have this drop leg right thigh holster here for another pistol. And it doesn't look like anymore. We'll go ahead and go over the articulation. Actually, just go see that armband real quick, which does move. So, all right, so start with your head. So it's on a ball joint. You can look down that far and up that far. Let's check out the ab crunch. Ugh, doesn't move forward far at all. A little bit, and then back. It's odd. There's torso swivel, and you also got waist swivel. Go to the arms. They have butterfly joints that are really, really flexible. It's pretty awesome. Real far forward and real far back. Cool. They can do a 360. Looks like they can only go out about that far. They can't go up a full strength. I don't want to mess with it too much. I don't want to break it. They seem thin. Anyway, bicep rotation. Let's see, double jointed pinless elbows. Nice. You got hinged pegs for the hands that can do a 360. They can go up that far, down that far. Good stuff. Moving down to the legs. They do have the drop legs. Legs can go out that far, forward that far, and back that far. They have double jointed pinless knees. Thigh rotation. Calf rotation at the tops of the boots. And a hinge in the ankle. So down that far, up that far, and of course a side-to-side pivot. So cool. So the officer's pretty awesome. So that's a plus. So we'll put her right here, and then we will bring out the trooper. In a way, I was kind of hoping that they would have made this in a 3-pack. I'll give you another shot of the back art right here. But you know, we only got a 2-pack. I did consider getting 2 at first, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna stick to just the 1. I mean, it'd be cool to have some more troop builders, but I don't want to have more females than I do males, or like a close enough amount. Nothing against it. I'm not being sexist or nothing. I just you know, I don't need that many female troopers. That's all. So anyways, the body on this is pretty much the same, except any of the, you know, the khaki or beige colored markings on her, like on all the straps, soft goods, I guess, and down on the boots are black on the trooper, which looks great. Everything's the same, you know, slightly darker color. I think it looks a bit darker to me anyway, or maybe it's just throwing me off with the mix in colors. Maybe they are the same blue. It just looks a bit darker. But anyways, regardless, so it's the same exact mold, just all the same pieces. You know, a few of them are like a little bit darker. You see, you know, the black straps underneath the forearm pads right here. This figure is African American. You can see the darker brown skin complexion, brown eyes, same female head. Yeah, all the black soft goods, and quick to go over all the articulation, since we already did the 1, just to be sure it's all the same. Amazing butterfly joints on her too, around. It's got the double jointed pins. You see, ab crunch still sucks. Swivel, swivel, drop. And double jointed pinless. Hinge, pivot, hinge. Cool, good stuff, man. These look great. I'll probably say that 20 more times, but they really look good. I'm actually really liking this set so far. So we'll go ahead and go over the accessories now. So we'll pop that open. bags here. And crap. So get that box out. So we'll start with this bag. Don't know which one this is for yet. This little COBRA G.I. Joe accessory bag. Dump all these out. Okay, so this looks like this is the officer's stuff along with blast effects. So we'll go ahead and go over these. And I think I'll prefer to go over the officer stuff anyway, because you can see it better in more detail on camera as opposed to black. But yeah, we'll do the khaki colored stuff first. So here's the backpack. Looks like a new sculpt. Got like a bunch of little pieces on it. That'd be awesome if they were functional, but they're not. The back peg is a bit short. We'll see how it holds once we put it on it. It's got two pegs coming off of the backpack at the top corners for, I guess, to slide onto the weapons. You know, like for instance right here. Just to get a test real quick. Yeah, it popped on. Very tight. Just as soon as I popped that on, it got a damn stress mark around the trigger guard. So that's a pain in the ass. But anyway, that looks good. Not functional. And there you have it. So here is the helmet. As you can see, it's got the little officer symbol on it right here. So we'll pull her over and go ahead and pop that on. See how that looks. It's flared out a bit on the sides, a bit more than, you know, I think it should be. Should be a little bit closer in, but it's good. It works. So I'm fine with that. So put it back here. We'll go over some of the weapons. So here it looks like you might have an assault rifle, extended magazine. It's got a retractable stock here. There's no magazine in it. And it looks like you have a pump action right here for maybe a grenade launcher. And two holes in each of them so they can hold blast effects. And then we'll get to that shortly. But first, here is the magazine. So pop that in right here, like that. And there you have that. All right, next we'll show off, which is a cool addition. This is like a classic rendition of the Trooper pistol, or Trooper blaster rifle, pistol, carbine, whatever you want to call it. Hole in the front for the blast effects as well. And there is a slot to put a magazine. So we will get that magazine out for this one, and here it is, much thinner than the other. And that can simply slide up into it like that. And there you go, you got your traditional COBRA pew. Pew, pew, pew. Awesome. All right, moving on. You have a pair of pistols. Here they are. Identical. She does have two spots for two pistols. There's also holes in the end of the barrels for blast effects. All right, moving on. She has a knife. So you got the same khaki handle. You know, it's shorter, and you have a silver blade on this end. I like how some of the stuff, like the handles, the grips on the pistols, the stuff is shorter for the female figures. That's a neat addition. So yeah, here that is. And then here's your second helmet right here. This is blue with the black accents in it. So assuming this will be for the Trooper. Maybe there might be another one in the other bag. I don't know yet, but we'll find out when we get to it. We'll pop that on her like that. There you go. Pretty awesome. All right, let's go over the blast effects now. So these look pretty identical to all the stuff that came with the Viper 3-pack. You know, right here you have this splash effect. You know, right on the outside, and like white smoke on the inside. There's a little peg on the front to fit into the holes on the barrels. You have this sort of explosion effect. Hole on the inside and a peg on the back. So you could like double these up if you wanted to. I tried it before, it's just, I think it's a little too much to do something like that. And here you have this more of a burst effect. So I don't know, you can put it in the peg that way, so you have the smoke coming out, and then this turns into, you know, a bunch of mess. And then you have this like four-way kind of star explosion you could plug in right here, like that. Like I said, all of it, it just makes a big mess if you pile it up like that. But you go on to the normal straight blast effects, like this one. It's almost like it's going like orange fire to red. And you could triple stack that to something like this. Again, like I said, I think it's just too much. You get 2 of those, slightly different. And then you have this, I guess a multi rapid fire, suppression blast right here. So you have, I guess, the 5 that just started, and then the final one up the top, that's like a fresh blast. So if we were to pull out the traditional blaster, slide that in the front, and you got something like that, rat-a-tat-tat. Cool stuff. All right, moving on to the next blast effect. Smaller explosion with a front outburst, just a single shot. So if we want to take the pistol, plug that into it like so, and you've got that. And then last but not least, we have the smoke effect. So like the weapon had just went off and she'd been firing it, a bunch of times. The barrel's got to cool down because it's pretty hot. So you got some smoke coming from the inside of the barrel out the front like that. And that's cool. Like the way that looks. Pretty awesome. All right, we'll move on to the second bag now. And then once we're done with this, we'll go ahead and gear them up. First, we gotta find the opening one here. And I popped right on open. So here we go. So, same exact things. Quickly we'll go over these since they're all in black, a little bit harder to see, but same backpack, just different color. She's got both the pistols in black, the assault rifle in black, as well as magazine. Slide that up in there like so. All right, we'll take the traditional COBRA laser blaster right here. Plug the magazine in. There you go. Man, that looks cool. That's so cool looking. All right, she's got the knife just with the black handle. Now here's the more interesting parts. So you got a second helmet right here. This one doesn't look as flared out, around the bottom of the cone like the rest of them. Drop it, so it's more thinner. So let's see, if I bring her back in, you can see it's like stuck out pretty far on that one. So I'm gonna pile this on. Actually, you know what? Maybe just the head makes it flare out more because it looks about the same. Either way, she's got the 2 domes here, and they're identical. Try to hold them up next to each other, side by side. Yeah, same thing. But cool. So if you don't want to use the officer one, or you can swap it out and put this on, which is the extra head. And this is cool as well. This is like fully masked up. Unlike the Cobra Island Troopers, where you had the goggles that you could mess with and pull them down over the face and stuff like that. These goggles are attached to this head. It has a respirator on it as opposed to just a regular mask. And it's got the same blue balaclava hole in the back of the head for the ball joint. And we're gonna go ahead and actually test that out real quick. So we'll pop the head off of the female trooper and pop this head on like that. So you have it. Looks pretty good. And if you want to give it, this top helmet piece, you can. And that's what you have. That looks cool. Looks very cool. I think I'm gonna stick with the other head though, but yeah, I'll go ahead and I'm gonna gear this one up. So I'm gonna start with the knife, and we'll plug that up into this shoulder sheath right here. I'm gonna come over to this left pistol holster and slide that in right there like that. Go over to the right thigh and take this pistol, slide it into that holster right there. I'm gonna flip her around and make sure you line these two up. You know, the hole goes through this shoulder harness into the back, and here's the peg on the backpack, which it just seems a little short for me, but I'm gonna see how it fits. And it fits great, and it's nice and snug too, so that's awesome. Cool. Okay. I'd like to use the rifle with one of them, but I'm gonna go ahead and plug this rifle on that backpack because I have to use this traditional blaster, Cobra blaster right here, whatever name you want to give it. This thing is just pretty awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and slide that in, give her a grip like that. Yeah, man, that's awesome. That looks great. I think I do like the Trooper a bit better. You know, just the black looks really good. If I can get her to get a good grip on the front of the gun like that, make it look like a little more action ready, and the finger comes up so it looks like she's actually gripping it too. So that makes it look really cool. All right, that's pretty awesome. Let me pop that head back off, and I'll give that head back. Go ahead and throw the top cap piece on, and I think she's good to go. Cool, man. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and we'll gear up the officer. So we're gonna slide that knife into the sheath right here. Get that out the way for a minute. I think I'm gonna have her pistol wielding. So she's gonna have both pistols out. I'm gonna say maybe this one, you know, she had just been firing, so I'll give a blast effect like that. And I'm gonna bring this one up. This has a firing blast effect in it, but I don't think I'm gonna use that one. So let me get that finger up in the trigger guard like that. I'll have her something like this. Not sure if I want to have her shooting it or not. Something coming off of it. I mean, I'll do it for this video, but I don't think I'm going to keep it on there. This may be a little big. Doesn't seem like it wants to fit. And it's a little warped too. But you know what? If it falls out, it falls out. It's only temporary. But here we go. Try to get the piece back up some more. Flip that belt around like that. Get the backpack on her. Make sure it's lined up. That's good. I'm gonna do the same. Plug the rifle onto that side. I'm gonna undo the blast effect in that pistol, or the laser blaster, whatever, and plug that onto this side right here. And I guess we'll give her the officer cap back. The head turned a little bit so she knows where she's shooting. And I think that's how we're gonna have them. Like that. So cool. Let's get all this stuff back into the shot. And we'll go ahead and throw them on the turntable and give some final thoughts. All right, so there you have it. Here is your G.I. Joe Classified Series, number 68, Cobra Valkyries, Officer and Trooper 2-pack. Cool set. I'm very pleased with this set. I think these two figures are amazing. Articulation is great. The molds are great. The figures themselves are simply great. They move around fantastically. They can pose awesome. They look, you know, phenomenal. The inclusion of the blast effects is a plus. I love that extra masked head. That's just great. All their accessories can fit on them. I mean, even the blast effects probably could if you wanted to, you know, stack them all up on there and stick them in each barrel, you know, hole. Looks like 9 blast effects total. So, I mean, you got enough to go around. Even if you didn't want to use them with them, you know, you can throw them on some other figures, you know, just to feel them out and see how they look. with that being said, I wanted to bring in, you know, one of the male troopers. Here we have a Cobra Infantry. I'm gonna go ahead and slide him up on here real quick just to give you a height comparison. I'll try to put it next to him. Whoops, that fell over. So yeah, he's got a little bit of a height advantage on him. I wouldn't say a ton more, but there's definitely some notice, you know, when you see a male next to the females. That's what you get. But yeah, overall, they're great. Get him back out of here. If you were able to pre-order them, you know, kudos to you. I saw that they did sell out, you know, prior to shipping. So if you didn't get them, you know, you might be out of luck. Hasbro may be putting more back up, but I really don't know. They were up for long enough, you know, before they were actually able to be shipped. I know they did move the Valkyrie date up some, so we got them a little bit sooner. The same goes with, I think, Snow Job and the Televiper and Flight Pod or Trouble Bubble that ships, or it goes on sale technically next Tuesday. So if you guys are after them, you know, they're about to ship. I'm ready for them, so we'll be reviewing them next week. So we'll have 2 G.I. Joe Classified videos for you for sure, at least next week, by the end of next week. And unfortunately, it's the only one we got for this week right now. But well, we had the EO earlier, and then this one, which is a 2-pack, so it makes up for it, and it's awesome. So, you know, once again, great set, great pack. Pick it up if you don't have it. You know, maybe try the aftermarket. But you know, if you got it, good. Open it, check it out. It's awesome. I love it. So yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did, like always, please leave that giant thumbs up, subscribe, tickle that bell so you're notified when we post future videos. Be sure to follow us on social media, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.
See you, chump.